Hello everyone, welcome to Veloce Squad Sprint Round 7. So Round 7 then is going to be around the Silverstone track at the British Grand Prix, and this is Veloce Squad Sprint, so we've got reverse grids and we've got a combination of content creators and esports, F1 esports drivers. Now the keen-eyed amongst you, or the keen-eared amongst you, will have noticed that we did skip round 6. That was because it was around Bahrain, and frankly the race was just really boring. I just had wing damage and nothing really happened, so I thought no one wants to watch that race, I'm not going to upload it. If you do want to watch that race, it will be on the Veloce channel, the overall, they do highlights of each race, so head over there if you want to see it. But anyway, we're on the grid now for Silverstone. We're starting P12, P17, reverse championship order grid, 5 lights, and they're out and we're away then, trying to get a reasonably good start. Don't forget we've got almost all esports drivers behind us, and there'll be some slower guys ahead of us as we're in reverse championship order, so it needs to get a good start. We've got James Boland trying to go on our outside here. Just was actually Sam White going, oh, actually we get a huge amount of oversteer, just managed to keep it all in shape and keep it out the gravel. We do lose a good chunk of time there, but it's the right time to lose that chunk of time, beginning of the race when everyone's driving slowly anyway. And I'm not actually too sure what happened there. I don't think I got hit. I think I just had some sort of oversteer that I didn't really detect until it was too late. It was quite a strange oversteer. I've not really seen something like that before. But anyway, we managed to gather it up, and we're already not at the back then. We're up to P16 of 17. With team at Marduk, Ben Daly just up ahead of us. And again, it looks like we have missed our opportunity a little bit there, though. The start is always a good opportunity to get past some of the slower guys as soon as you possibly can. But I didn't quite manage to do that. We've got Ben now. Oh, bit of contact there. He tries to come over on us, but we're just alongside him. And we're going to go up to overtake us and get past him nice and cleanly. So that's up to P15 then of 17. And oh wow, we catch the dirty air there and go straight, get a huge amount of understeer and skate straight off the track. That doesn't matter. The corner cutting rules are only on normal. And look at this, Kaki is having some serious connection issues. I'm not really too sure where he is. I'm just trying to ignore him, which is easier said than done. And Isaac there having an issue, and I don't know, Kaki's not at the back, so I think Kaki must have had, yeah, he's had some sort of spin. I don't know if that was caused by one of us, but he was lagging so much that we just had to ignore him and hope for the best. Virtual safety car's been deployed then because of that crash. Arav went out at that point, and some people coming to the pits, but I decide against that. Yep, I'm going to stay out of the pits, which is going to put me up to, looking at me now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th or 6th? 6th, I think. 6th, we're going to go with 6th. I think I'm in P6. So, in hindsight, I probably would have pit there, but just didn't have the time to react and think about whether I wanted to come into the pits. I just decided to stay out. But I did, of course, start on the medium tyres, so our tyres should go a nice long way. So we've just got to hope that there's going to be another safety car or virtual safety car. We're going to have an absolute lunge at the inside of Tom 97 there. Luckily, he gives us just enough room, but we don't quite manage to make that one stick. And I was a bit afraid that I've just absolutely taken him out because I was taking such a different line. But we went for it, didn't quite work. P6 it is. And as I said, we're on the medium tyres, so we're not too worried about tyre wear. We just have to hope that there's another safety car, a virtual safety car, so that we can pit under that. Ideally a full safety car, because it'll bunch everyone up, and then we can pit under that for the soft tyres and have a great run to the end of the race. Just got to keep our fingers crossed for that one now that we've missed that first opportunity. There does tend to be 1 or 2 safety cars, or virtual safety cars in every race in this series. There's quite a few incidences. You see me struggling there with the understeer, with Tom 97 up ahead. He is also on the medium tyres, so on a very, very similar strategy. Normally we're quite similar pace to Tom 97. We're normally slightly quicker in quite a lot of tracks, but we are normally quite similar, within a couple of tenths, I'd say. So he's going to be pretty quick, so we need to get through the guys as quickly as Tom does here. We need to not be losing him, otherwise he might be in trouble with him towards the end of the race. We're battling with Turn at the minute. He's very slow through that corner. I think about going the outside, but no, just not enough room for that. Oh, wow. He has some sort of oversteer there. I'm not too sure what happened, but we're going to move up into overtakers and rich fuel and try and get through him as quickly as possible, which we've managed to do. Looks like Turner who's struggling at the moment for grip. Not too sure what's going on with him, but I'm going to do a bit defensive there just to make sure he doesn't decide to lunge up the inside and cost us both time. Just discourage that. And manage to get through nice and cleanly. Tom 97 up next. We've got Visa up ahead of him, who is probably a little bit slower. As I don't believe he is a F1 YouTuber or anything like that. I don't think he's a regular to this game. So Tom 97's managed to get up the inside of him, nice and easy there. Vizza's going to cut back across him though. Is he going to be able to get back ahead of him? No, he's not. No, he's not. Not quite. We're going to try and get the inside of Vizza, but not enough grip there. Again, catching the dirty air of Tom 97, trying to get a nice clean exit. We need to overtake hers to see if we can get past Vizza, but it looks like he is also using overtake hers because he's not too slow in this straight. So we're now going to go back down to Noah's lean fuel, just so we can stick nice and close to him. We want to try and get him down the back straight on the next lap. I think DRS is enabled this lap. I'm not too sure about that. And oh wow, he actually runs really wide there, so we take the opportunity and dive up his inside, which we managed to do nicely, and that was a nice free position. Thank you very much for that, Vizza. And we end up on the grass there, get some DRS though, to try and catch Tom 97 as we now skip ahead to lap 4, just 1 lap later. And we see Tom 97 coming into the pit, so we've now caught up to the official FNG, Niran, the FIFA YouTuber. As he runs very wide there in the penultimate corner. We're now going to try and get past him as quickly as we can. Again, we should be a bit quicker than him. He is on the soft tyres as well, so his tyres will be starting to wear a little bit. And I will say that most of the guys that pit, oh, we went a little bit wide there. Most of the guys who pit on lap 1 did start on the medium tyres. So they're on the soft tyres, so their tyres will be pretty worn by the end. So if we do get another safety car, we should be in a great chance of beating pretty much all of them, as official FMG runs a little bit deep there, but we didn't quite get the perfect exit. Let's hope the DRS and overtake Urs is going to be able to get us past him. I think he uses auto Urs, which is a little bit slower in a straight line because it doesn't always deploy at full when you need it. And we managed to get past him nice and easy. And up next then we've got Thibaut Courtois, who is new to this series. You probably would have seen him, probably would have heard of him. In fact, he is the Real Madrid goalkeeper. So it's good to see there's some new faces coming into this race series. So we've got him up next in the Renault. So a couple of laps later, he's actually got reasonably good pace, considering this is not very much not his job. His job is to stop balls going in goals. So he's doing a really good job here, but he is now struggling a little bit. He's gone all the way to lap 7 on his soft tyres, which is probably a bit too long, to be honest. Probably, if you're watching Thibaut, I very much doubt you are, but if you are, I'd probably pit a little bit earlier than that next time. Just trying to help you out, because, yeah, the soft tyres can do most of the race, but, yeah, I suspect you probably want to pit a bit earlier than that. I imagine they're quite worn. But anyway, then we skip another lap ahead, and up to lap 8 now. And we've still got Thibaut behind us, he still hasn't pit. We're going to now pit this lap. We can't hold out any longer. I was hoping and praying for a safety car, a virtual safety car, but it's got to the point now that we just have to pit. We can't wait any longer because we're just losing time now. Our tyres are starting to get a bit worn. They are slower than the softs, so the guys behind us that have pit for those soft tyres will be gaining on us. And actually, though, I looked in the edit and I found that Tom 97 and TM Marduk, I was actually similar sort of pace to them that whole period, even though they're on the soft tyres and I was on the medium tyres. Similar sort of pace, so it wasn't too bad at all. So we've done okay, but I still think if we pit a little bit earlier, with benefit of hindsight, of course, knowing that we weren't going to get a safety car, a virtual safety car, we probably would have pitted about 2 laps earlier to have a bit more opportunity on these softer, faster tyres. But it didn't work out that way. Never mind, as we've got Raggy that's just gone through, so is Teammate Marduk. We've got Veloce Storm just gone through, and is this Tom 97? Yes, it is Tom 97 coming through. Is he going to get past us? Yes, he is. But he is nice and close, so we are going to get some DRS on him at least, and see if we can get through him as quickly as possible. Now, we have taken about a lap and a half. We went from virtually 0 ERS up to 59% ERS, so we've managed to conserve our ERS nicely, just get used to the feel of these tyres, and now we're on the attack. Now we want to get past Tom 97 and the cars ahead as quickly as possible. Their tyres are going to be very, very warm. Tom 97, don't forget, pitted not under the virtual safety car. So his tyres will be fairly fresh, so we need to get past him nice and quick because we are going to be a bit quicker than him, which was we managed to do nicely. And now we've got Veloce Storm up ahead, who pitted on the first lap, as did Tiamat Marduk and Raggy up ahead of him. So all these guys put on the first lap, so they're going to be struggling heavily towards the end, which we are on. We're on the penultimate lap now, coming towards the last lap. We do manage to get DRS, which is nice. And they're going to be struggling huge on the last lap. We got really, really fresh tyres. We actually ended up pitting a bit too late, really. So we need to try and get through Veloce Storm as quickly as possible to see if we can potentially get up to Raggy up ahead of him. We've got one more lap to do that. And there's Teammate Marduk just up ahead as well. He was about, I think, 5 or 6 or 7 seconds up on us when we first pit. So you can see how much we've gained there. And Teammate Marduk would normally quite similar pace to him. So our strategy has worked quite well, but just leaving it a little bit too late again. We effectively went for glory. I think if we got a safety car or a virtual safety car, we would have actually been in a good shout of the win of this race, and at the very least a podium, I'd say. So we went for glory a little bit. I don't regret it, but it just didn't work out this time. We've got Veloce Storm now very close up ahead. We need to try and stick as close to him as we can. If I can get my words out, we need a nice exit. Oh, a bit of oversteer there, though. We've lost a bit of time. That is going to cost us, I think. I don't think we're going to get past him on this straight. Going to go for it anyway, though. Overtake us. DRS is wide open. He's going to defend quite heavily. We're trying on his outside, but no, we've run too deep there. A little bit four-wheel slide, and we've run just too deep, unfortunately. So we're not going to get past him there. But you can see how close Raggy is. That's disappointing. I don't think we're going to be able to get past both of them unless Raggy makes some sort of mistake, because there is only one DRS zone left, and there just isn't an opportunity to overtake Storm before that. So I do think, unfortunately, we are going to end up only getting Storm at best case scenario. So another lap or two, we might be able to get 2 more positions, but it is what it is. As I said, we went for glory, didn't quite work out this time, but never mind. We're now concentrating on Veloce Storm. Let's see if we can get past down this DRS zone. Oh, lots of dirty air, pushed us very wide all over the grass. DRS now is open, overtake ERS. We're a little bit way back from, we're about 2.5 tenths back, so we need to gain that with the all of the ERS we've got, and the DRS. We're trying on his outside here. I think we're going to be able to do it. Yes, we managed to break later than him and get the move done just about, as Raggy runs very, very wide there. And look how close we are to Raggy. And looks like, yes, we've run hugely deep there. Just trying to have a little lunge and see if we can pressure Raggy a little bit for the last couple of corners, but didn't quite work out. But anyway, we crossed the line in P7 then. That's not too bad a result, considering that most of these guys pit for a lot shorter pit stop. Effectively, they lost a lot less time by pitting on the virtual safety car. We didn't manage to do that, but anyway, we almost got the fast lap of the race. Only 3 tenths off the esports guys, 3 or 4 tenths off the esports guys up in front, so not bad at all. We'll take a P7. As I said, we did go for glory. It didn't work out this time, but it's not too bad. Still came on with a handful of points, but I definitely think we could have got Team Marduk if we pit a couple of laps earlier. But anyway then, hope you guys enjoyed this race, and the next one will be out very soon, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.